So last we left off, I just got expelled. I was kicked out of high school because the principal said I was creating a possible dangerous atmosphere for students, all because the Crips were trying to kill me. Over a girl, by the way. And now I'm forced to go to the scariest school in town back in this day by the name of R.T. Elliott, aka the prison in the shape of a school. And once again, thank you guys for joining me on this reality check where all the stories are 100% true. This video right here is a continuation of the last video, which is titled, I Almost Died Over My First Girlfriend. Everything is 100% true, and this is what happened. First day of R.T. Elliott. We have a new schedule. Before, my school was so close that I could just walk to it. Every now and then my parents would pick me up, but that really didn't happen. I would walk to school and I would walk back, usually walk with a group of friends. R.T. Elliott was on the other side of town. There was no walking. So my mom, even though they were really pissed off at me, they made a deal. They said, we're gonna drop you off, but you gotta take the bus back because we ain't picking you up. So that meant I had to take 2 buses just to get back home. I had to get a bus from the school, go downtown, get a transfer, and then hopefully that took me where I needed to go to walk home. So this was my new life. This was my new schedule. And if you remember, I was leaving or just kicked out of regular high school. I had all this heat on me. The Cambodian Crips was out to kill me over this girl, and I got all this heat on me. I don't know if the people that want to beat me up or shoot me are going to this school. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm getting dropped off the first day and I'm nervous as hell. I don't know what to expect. I quickly realized the school is divided up into sections. There's like the Alpha, Omega, all these other parts. There is a whole section for pregnant girls. Literally, there's like classrooms dedicated for girls that are pregnant. And I was like, damn, they got a whole section for that? A whole section for the people that, I guess, don't believe in condoms? All right. So it's divided. You just don't like mix with everybody. And I guess they do it purposely. They look at your profile, who you are, why you're going there, I guess, if you're violent, and then they choose. It's like prison. They choose where to put you based on your behavior. It's kind of crazy. So my section, by the way, the school doesn't even start. I think it was like 8:30 or 9 each morning, and you got out by like 12:30 or 1 p.m. every day. How crazy is that? It was almost like you just did a half day every day. Now I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool, but what section? That's the real question. What section did y'all put me in? I get to my section. I think I was Alpha. I think I was in the Alpha, right? So I get to my section, and right as I get there, I hear, hey, there he is. Yo, Nesto. What the fuck? How does anybody going here know my name? This can't be good, right? So now I'm bugging. I'm looking to see where the voice is coming from, and lo and behold, I'm like, holy shit. Check this out. It's the homies. I actually have 2 friends that go to this school, and I didn't even know it. I had 2 friends I hadn't seen in a minute that go to this school, and I had no idea. So now they taking me around, they introducing me to people, talk about the icebreaker, the ultimate icebreaker. I'm getting a little more relaxed, trying to see what's cracking. Y'all, in my section, I meet another friend that I know. Everybody is like kind of friends with them. There's some girls over there that are cool. I'm like, yo, this is like, what?
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
And as they gave me a little tour, we was walking by fist fights. I mean, literally fools was squabbing in the yard. I saw the pregnant section over there. I was waving hi. Hey, what's up? I need to calm down. I don't need to be waving at them. Anyway, what I'm saying is I'm doing a little tour and I'm witnessing, okay, this is some heat over here. This is some friction. Even one guy from our section went over to the other section trying to fight somebody. So I'm kind of thrown off this first day because something kind of cool would happen and then something kind of crazy would happen. Like I remember like first kind of meeting people. I'm like, I got friends here. And then I was like, that's kind of cool. Some people would offer me some weed. I'll be like, that's kind of cool. And then by 3rd period, we was in like, man, it was like some type of shop class, but we was there. And I remember because 2 girls was about to fight right before the class. And one was pregnant. I'm talking about 8 months prego, right? This other girl wanted to fight her. And the girl kept saying, I can't fight you, I'm pregnant. Let me have the baby and then we'll fight, but I can't do it right now. That girl, she was crazy. She still wanted to fight. I'm gonna beat you up. I don't care if you're pregnant. So the pregnant girl's boyfriend had to step in. He talking about, girl, shut up. She's pregnant, ain't nobody fighting. But this girl is still going off. Bell ring, we go to class. Guess who I got in my class? Guess who 22 got in the class? I got the crazy girl talking all the smack and the pregnant girl's boyfriend, and for some reason, they sitting right next to each other. Now the crazy girl was talking to the boyfriend, talking about, I'm gonna beat your bitch's ass. She kept saying that. I'm gonna beat your bitch's ass and there's nothing you can do about it. He said, shut up. He was really calm. Please stop talking. You're not gonna beat anybody up. She's pregnant. Just leave her alone. So I'm like kind of in the front of the class. I don't know nobody in this classroom in this particular period. And all of a sudden she says, you know what? I'll beat your ass. She said, I'm gonna beat your girlfriend's ass and I'll beat your ass right now. Let's go outside. I'm whooping your ass. He said, girl, shut up. You ain't doing nothing. She said, let's go outside and I'll whoop your ass. And I remember like it was yesterday. He got real quiet and he looked at her and said, you serious? She said, yeah. I mean, she was wild, y'all. It looked like she was wired on something. Yeah, I'll beat your ass right now. He go, bitch, let's go. He literally goes out the room. She follows him. I'm looking at the dude next to me. We don't know each other. We pause. I'm like, yo, that just like happened? He said, yeah, that's happened. The whole classroom cleared. Everybody go outside. Y'all, no lie. By the time we get outside, this man already got this girl by the hair talking about, don't you ever threaten my baby or my girl. Literally, the girl just flopping like a damn rag doll and she's still talking shit.
Out of my way or you're gonna get hurt.
Campus supervisors swoop in. I mean, they came in full sprint to the point where one of them was rolling on the ground. The other one, they done broke it up. They got the girl, she's on the ground and she's still talking shit. And we literally just there like, this is third period. So now I'm kind of shook again. Like, there's some kind of wild shit that goes on at this school, you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because that particular classroom was away from Alpha. And they made me walk away from my particular section. So I was like, damn, the moment I walk across the line, I get some crazy shit. It was weird. But I quickly realized, oh my God, check this out. Y'all, I can't remember, I think it was maybe 4 subjects that we had during the day. I do remember one of them was English. One of them was like reading or math, if I remember correctly. Y'all, for English, we had the best teacher. We just watched movies. We saw Shawshank Redemption, we saw so many movies, y'all. He would literally slap a movie on and he would just like read a book and we would watch the movie or talk to each other. That's what we did through the whole class and he would give us credits. There were no tests on the movie. So what did we learn today? No. Every now and then we would do some talking with him, but y'all, we watched movies the whole time and guess what? For reading, we played dominoes.
Then we played bones, and I'm yelling domino.
And no, I'm not talking about the damn pizza. We literally played dominoes. I didn't even know how to play dominoes until these guys taught me how to play. I was sitting on a round table. Actually, it was a long table with some of the gangsters, some of the essays. We playing, they showed me how to throw some bones. We did that every day. We played dominoes. Every now and then he would give us a reading subject. He was a real cool teacher, by the way. But for the most part, we was playing dominoes. We was watching movies, playing dominoes, and earning credits. But now I gotta go home. I gotta go through town, and I gotta hope that I don't run into any damn Crips. That I don't run into anybody that already has, you know what I'm saying, a target on my back. So I'm kind of shitting bricks again. I'm riding the bus, I'm doing transfers. I never had to do this before in my life. So I'm on the bus, I'm paranoid as hell, like who am I gonna run into? And I do see a couple people when I do the transfer that look like they could fit the profile of the Cambodian Crips, but I guess it wasn't them because they didn't say nothing to me. And I got home in one piece. Now I gotta keep traveling back and forth, so I'm not a fan of that. But I'm like, I gotta figure out now what I'm gonna do with this girlfriend, the one that got me kicked out of school and chased by the Crips in the first place. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it takes 2 to tango. I know I done put myself in this dumbass boat. But, you know, everybody around me was like, yo, your life went to shit as soon as you met her. So I get it, 100%. She calls me that night. And this is the phone conversation that ended it all. This is the conversation that broke the camel's back, or the straw that broke the camel's back. She put too much straws on the back. So then she proceeds to tell me they're kicking me out and I gotta go live with him. Let that settle in right quick. She just told me, my girlfriend, that she gotta go live with her baby daddy. Is that not one of the dumbest sentences you ever heard? I have a girlfriend that is living with a baby daddy. Does that sound dumb as hell? Some of you saying, man, a lot of things you say on this channel sound dumb as hell. Man, shut your ass. So guess what? as dumb as I am at this moment in my life, this somehow freed me. This done broke the chains because I was able to see my stupidity now in front of me, my reality. It all just was clear. All the smoke was gone, and I was like, no. Matter of fact, hell no. Like, what do you think this is? She was literally still trying to tell me, like, I think we can work it out there. Hell no, we are done. It took that much for me to snap out of it. So now I'm single. Now I'm actually single, and I'm gonna tell y'all, night and day. Night and day. The moment that conversation took place, all the threatening calls stopped. You know, because they were calling me up to this point, the Cambodian Crips, talking about, we're gonna kill you, drive by, spray, I have to carry my dad's pirate gun. Y'all remember 22? Here come 22. All of that, gone. It was done. Matter of fact, throughout that year, I seen some more Cambodian Crips, ran into them. They kind of looked at me. Because one of them I actually recognized. That was crazy as shit. One of them I was like, bro, weren't you in the group of guys that was trying to jump me that one day while I was in the classroom? I swear. He looked at me, kept walking. I'm going back to RT Elliott, which leads to day 3, day 4, day 5. And guess what? They're mostly like day 1. I'm bugging, y'all. I'm in this school that I was told that it was always super gangster and super prison-like and the scariest thing on the planet, at least for us at the time. You know, this is back in the late 90s. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm enjoying myself. Everything directed at me was like friendship. People just want to play some dominoes, you know what I'm saying? You know what we did for PE? Because we had PE still. Volleyball. Imagine, if you will, 2 teams playing volleyball. This was damn near every day because, you know, in Cali, the weather's pretty good. But besides that, I meet some homegirls. Homegirl Carolina, went up to Carolina, and Tuesday, like the day of the week, her name was Tuesday, shout out to Tuesday. Well, they would ride together. I think they had Carolina had like her boyfriend's car or something like that. I want to say his name was Robbie. I never met him. But anyway, she told me, anytime he's like out of town or not paying attention, I'm gonna give you a ride home because I passed by the west side or something like that, right? I guess she was dropping off Tuesday. So I would get a ride from the homegirls. And it was funny because anytime she thought she would run into somebody she would know, she would be like, duck, duck. And I'd be over here ducking in the damn back seat so I don't get caught by her boyfriend. And we wasn't doing anything. Like, I wasn't messing with her or nothing like that. She was just a homie. But obviously, if you have a boyfriend, especially if you're super jealous back in them days, or let's be real, any days, you can't be riding around with some strange dude giving a ride to the house. He gonna ask some questions. But I was just thankful. I was like, I'm really digging this new vibe. So now this leading all to this moment right here, the prom is coming up. They come to me, they say, Nestor, you going to the prom? I say, hell no, I'm gonna go to the prom. I'm too cool, right? I'm too cool for school. And let's be real, I didn't have a date. I was still kind of square, even though I just got that girlfriend. That was really the first real girlfriend I ever had. I wasn't ready to be back in the game. I didn't have no game like that, so I was like, I think I'm on the bench. I'm not going to no prom. But then they said, well, we need people to work the door. Do you want to work the door? We'll pay you. I said, hell yeah, I'll work the door at a prom. Like, I'm finna get me some money. So then I took the job. They signed me up for that. About 2 or 3 weeks go by, they do the voting, and I think it was my reading teacher, Mr. Brooks. He comes up to me and he said some smart comment about the prom and about the king of the prom. And I was like, oh yeah, like kind of smirking, like, yeah, that's crazy. I'll be working the door. And then he said, well, it looks like you'll be working the door and be the king at the same time. I'm looking at him now, he's smiling. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, you're the king of the prom. Me, 22. Like, did y'all vote? I didn't even know I was a nominee. Like, how am I? I'm really not thinking I am. He's like, yo, we took a vote, and I also think, my personal vote, he said, it just makes sense. You're the most social in this group. He was like, I like you. I like the head on your shoulders, and I also agree with them. You should be the king of the prom. I'm now, holy shit. I was just planning to work the door at the prom. I'm not ready for this. The prom is like a couple of weeks away at this point. How am I the king of the prom? Now I'm bugging. I gotta tell my people. Like, I go home, I tell my parents, they're actually like kind of tripping. My cousins is like, holy shit, we got somebody in the family that's a king of the prom. So it's kind of funny because they're like, you're the king of the prom of a continuation school. You're the ghetto king of the prom, you know what I'm saying? But either way, I'm the king, baby.
I'm the king of the world!
Calm down.
Listen, so 22 is now the king of the prom, but now I gotta get to the prom. I'm like, I don't got a date. What do? The prom queen, she was a girl I knew by the name of Gabby. Now, Gabby was cool. She was cool. She had a really good personality. She wasn't ghetto or anything like that. Honestly, I don't even know why she was there. I never got her story, so I don't know why she was there. But she had a boyfriend. So she was taking him, and she was going to be the queen. Now, I'm the king, and I don't have a date. That was my best shot at as a date. I was maybe going to ask her because I kind of knew her, but now I have no shot in hell to have a date. So I go back to the teacher and say, is it cool that I still work the door? He says, you're going to be the king? You still want to work the door? Yeah, I try to play it off. I was like, yeah, because I'm getting paid, right? He was like, well, yeah, technically it is. Like, all you have to do as the king is the king and queen dance, get your crown and your stuff, take a picture, that's it. So technically, you should be able to do that while you work the door and get you some money. I said, bet. So now I'm going to be the working king, I guess. And I go to my mom. I say, I need a suit. She says, I got you. She takes me to Sears. She's like, damn, this costs a lot of money. She's looking at the suits. I ain't never wore a suit in my life, right? She's like, damn, this costs a lot of money. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get it. We're going to return it tomorrow. She was like, keep the tags. Keep these tags. You better not dirty this shit. You better not dirty this suit, right? Because we are returning it tomorrow. I was like, all right, bet. I'm just thankful that we get in this suit today. I get the suit. It's the day of the prom. I'm kind of nervous, but excited at the same time. For some reason, before I dress up, I decide, let me go around the corner, see what my boys are doing. They doing like a smoke circle, literally outside. I can't even remember why. It's just I guess a random, Friday or something, and they smoking, and they say, Nesto, you want to get in on this? I wasn't really a big smoker, but when in Rome, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm in Rome, I'm in Rome, I'm Roman, so I get in the circle, and then I get the puff pass, and now I'm like lifted, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go to the prom.
Hi, are you handsome?
I get dropped off from my mom at the prom with no date. I go straight to the door and report. I'm King Prom, working the door. Tell me what to do. There's a friend of mine already working it. He said, it's real easy, Nesto. Check this out. All we're gonna do is look to see if they purchase a ticket, because you gotta buy some type of ticket to get in, and then stamp their hand and give us the money if they haven't bought a ticket already, and you let them in. But make sure they got the ticket or they pay. Simple as that. Okay, bet. Then he's like, it's your shift. I'm gonna leave to go enjoy the dance or whatever. I was like, bet. I let everybody in for free. Listen, baby, I'm the king. I can do this stuff. That's what I'm thinking. There's a new ruler in the land. I done set up a new hierarchy, and we letting in people for free. Kids was bugging because they was ready to pay. I think it was pretty expensive for that time for kids. I think it was like, man, I don't know, 20 bucks, 15 bucks, something like that. So I was just like, you got your ticket? No? All right, go in. They were like, what? Some people had paid, but like half of them were bugging, like, are you sure, bro? I was like, I got you. I would give them the stamp. Well, they caught your boy doing that, and they said, get your ass. They were like, guess what? You ain't the doorman no more. What? Y'all tripping, man. You talking to the king like this? Now I'm kicked off as the doorman. Right around that time, they're like, king and queen dance. Ooh, guess what, y'all? I'm actually excited. I'm not lying. I'm looking forward to like getting my crown, because you go on the stage, and you get a dance. And I'm looking forward to it. I think Gabby's a cool chick, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is kind of gonna be fun. I'm ready, this is kind of weird, but I'm ready. And I see Gabby. I walk up to Gabby. She walks up to me and she say, I don't want to dance.
Oh dear. Jack, how do I turn this off?
The nerve of this woman talking to the king like this. Listen. She said, I think this is corny. Don't you think the dance is kind of corny? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Girl, I was thinking the same damn thing. It's corny as hell. It's children of the corn. No, hell no, you right. I'm hurt. I'm disappointed, but I can't. What am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you right, girl. You have you a nice night. The king gonna be over here. I'm 22. She goes off. I never have my dance. Your boy was literally told he was the king of the prom, and they literally just handed me this crown. That's it. There was no official announcement. There was no dance. So now I'm wandering outside. They say it's time to take some pictures. This is the picture I took right here. Y'all see the picture? This is your boy looking fine as hell, right? In the Sears catalog. But check it out. You notice I'm alone. You notice ain't nobody out there? You know why? Because Gabby had a date. But check this out, it gets even deeper. There's only 3 people in line. 3. They're all girls, they're all together, they're all each other's dates. 3 girls that took each other to the prom. I guess they're all friends. They're standing in line in front of me. I'm there, they're all Caucasian, right? I'm there, minding my business, and I see them whispering and kind of looking at me. And then one of them leans over to me, and she literally does this, I'm not gonna lie. I'm right here, she goes like this. Oh, are you here by yourself? And I'm like, bitch, we are the same height. I don't know why you arching your back, grabbing the knees on me. Oh, would you like to take a picture with us? You can take a picture with us. And now I'm really bugging. I'm insulted as hell because I'm thinking, y'all don't even have a date. You took each other, but you're talking to me like I'm some sympathy case? Bitch, you talking to the king.
Well, technically, you're not a king.
Honestly, y'all are just 3 like random chicks. I'm royalty. If anything, don't be hitting the knees on me. What's up with the damn knees? I said, no. I'm good. And she's like, okay, well, in case you change your mind, they take a picture together. I go up there high as hell. The photographer go, all right, hey, maybe pose like this. That's why I'm posing like this in the picture. Stick out your hand. And he was like a young dude. He was like, oh yeah, that looked fly. It looked whack as shit. I didn't have no date, but the photographer, I appreciate you for having my back. I called my cousin Ubo. He's the only one of my cousins in the family at the time my age that has a ride, right? He's like, all right, bet I'm in the area or whatever. I'm gonna pick you up. I'm waiting there outside with my little scepter, magic wand, whatever the hell that thing is, and my crown. And I'm just waiting out there. There's another girl I know. She kind of looking at me, and I don't have any energy or time to even try to make a move on her. So I'm sitting there in silence. And she's sitting there almost like she was waiting for me to make a move on her. And I just like, hey, baby, the king is exhausted. So my cousin Ubo picks me up in the truck. He says, you hungry? I say, yeah. We go to Wiener Schnitzel. Wiener Schnitzel. 30 minutes later, I'm in my room with my crown and my little scepter thing, eating a chili dog. This is my prom. This was my prom night. I got my crown and my scepter right here. I got chili all over me, 22. And I'm thinking to myself, one day I'm gonna have to tell this story. Maybe I could change it in a way to make myself look more cool, because I was king of the prom, and I didn't know anybody else close to me that ever got king of the prom. Maybe I could change it. But nah, here I am in my 40s telling y'all the damn truth. And this is how I went to the most ghetto-ass school, got kicked out of regular school, went to this prison school, and still became king of the prom. And you know the worst damn thing? I slept like that with the chili dog right here, my crown and my scepter, and when I woke up, my damn scepter was broke. I done dropped it on the floor. Son of a bitch.